Ja tervetuloa takaisin seuraamaan Outer Worldsin läpipeluuta.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Minä olen Timo ja tämä on Blindi läpipelu. Jahas, katsotaan sitten. Mitä meidän taas pitäisi tehdä.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
No voi.
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Täytyy sanoa, että siinä on aikamoinen pappi.
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think? It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
No niin, nyt on sitten jo 2 miehistön jäsentä värvättynä. Nyt vaan pitää päästä tästä ylipainosta eroon, mitä mulla on tällä hetkellä. Pitäis vaan löytää se vending machine täältä, jos tuolla varmaan taitaa ollakin. Täällä jossain pitäisi olla. Tuolla. No niin. Vissiin vähän liikaa noita. Eikä ihan vähänkään liikaa noita aseita. Mistähän mä voisin varmaan tuo. 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 Sitten tuo. Joo. No niin, auttoi kummasti. Nyt jos vielä löytäis workbenchin jostain, että voisi noita aseita vähän upgradeata. Sen jälkeen voisikin sitten lähteä suorittamaan noita tehtäviä tonne. No niin. Sitä en näköjään saanutkaan, mutta tuo. No niin. Sitten tuota vois no niin. Olisi vähän varmasti paljonkin tehokkaampi. Mm-hmm. Ei no antais olla toistaiseksi. Tuolta vois ton noin. Mutta vähän, no niin, sehän näyttää ihan komeelle. Aina kun kävelevä tankki tulee mieleen nyt tosta mun hahmosta. No. Oh. Mitä ihmettä, alkoiko tää nyt sit siitä mistä ei noin. No niinpä tietenkin. No, antaa olla. Ehkä mä tein että morfioon nuo aseeni sitten omalla ajallani. Nyt ei viitti ruveta aina aloittaa kauheita rähinää noitten kanssa. Ei mitään. Täällä mulla oli muutama juttu täällä näin. Kenelle piti puhua?
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much
Varmasti.
did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
No mikä ettei.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Tuo, mutta vissiin... Joo, tämä.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. What's on your mind?
Siinä aikamoinen mekaanikko, joka ei niin kuin osaa korjata yhtään mitään. Vissiin vähän peukalo keskellä kämmäntä tai jotain. Mutta haetaanpa hänelle sitten niitä opaskirjoja. Täältä löytynee yksi niistä. Hän ei sitten halunnut lähteä täältä mihinkään. toisessa kerroksessa. No niinpä tietenkin. Sitten ei muuta kuin vaan viemään kirjaset sille mekaanikolle, niin pääsee opiskelemaan.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
No niin.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Mitähän sitä sitten? Sitten on varmaan tuon viimeisen päätehtävän aika. Hetkinen, pääsenkös mä täältä? Täältä menemään tonne noin. Hetkinen, onko se nyt sitten täältä? Ei se täällä voi olla. Vai onko sittenkin? Joo, täältähän sinne mennään. Vissinkin. No, nyt mä oon kyllä ihan hukassa. Minneköhän tuo nyt näyttää mua? Nyt ei kyllä pysty ymmärtämään. Ai tänne. No niin. Nyt on vaan sitten päätettävä, että viekö kaupungilta virran vai Adeleineltä. Ja, kumpahan nyt tosta tekis sitten? Ei, kyllä mä taidan vielä niitä kuitenkin ohjata sen virran sinne kaupunkiin. Ne tarvitsee sitä vielä enemmän kuin Adeleine. Joo.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
30. Siinä on ensimmäinen.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Yeah, huh? When to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Aivan, meillä onkin nyt sitten ei kun vaan se. Ei kun no. Noin. No, katsotaan nyt mitä tapahtuu sitten.
The last. I'm not sure what the right is. All I know is the decision's final.
Täytyy kyllä sanoa, että mä en oo kyllä ihan varma, että kumman mä nyt tein sitten.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Joo, kyllä mä sen kaupunkiin laitan menemään. Sori vaan Adelaine.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. Can you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater? I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater's cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Ruumiita lannoitteena. No. Mikäs siinä jos kerran toimii, niin mikä ettei.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Incoming!
Nyt ei ole jäädä toistelemaan. Mutta nyt näyttää myös siltä, että nyt on aika lopettaa tämä pelisessio tähän. Kiitos kaikille teille, jotka olette seuranneet läpi peluuta Outer World System. Kiitos ja palataan asiaan ensi videolla.